A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a recent exclusive phone call with the BBC, US President Donald Trump expressed his disappointment in Russian President Vladimir Putin, stating, "I trust almost no one." This statement comes on the heels of Trump's announcement to send weapons to Ukraine and threaten severe tariffs on Russia if a ceasefire is not reached within the next 50 days. The conversation, which lasted 20 minutes, took place shortly after Trump had met with NATO chief Mark Rutte at the White House. During the interview, Trump reflected on the ongoing war in Ukraine, revealing that he had believed a resolution was possible on 4 separate occasions. However, he lamented that Putin's actions have consistently undermined these hopes. "I'm disappointed in him, but I'm not done with him," Trump stated, emphasizing the need for continued dialogue to stop the bloodshed. As the conflict intensifies, with Russia ramping up drone and missile attacks on Ukrainian cities, the stakes have never been higher. Putin has maintained that he desires peace, but insists that the so-called root causes of the war must first be addressed. He attributes the conflict to perceived threats from NATO and the West, complicating any potential negotiations. In a notable shift, Trump also expressed newfound support for NATO, which he previously labeled as obsolete. He remarked, "NATO is now becoming the opposite of that," praising the alliance for its financial commitments and collective defense strategy. This marks a significant evolution in Trump's stance on international alliances, as he acknowledged the importance of smaller nations being able to defend themselves against larger aggressors. When discussing his relationship with world leaders, Trump claimed that leaders from Germany, France, and Spain have come to respect his decision-making abilities. He noted that his dual election as president has contributed to a perception of talent and leadership, which he believes has earned him respect on the global stage. The interview also touched on the UK's future, with Trump expressing his fondness for the country, citing his property ownership there. He commented on Brexit, suggesting that while it started off sloppy, it is now being resolved. He also expressed admiration for UK Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer, despite their political differences, and highlighted the significance of the UK-US trade deal. Looking ahead, Trump is preparing for an unprecedented second state visit to the UK in September. He emphasized his desire to have a good time and show respect for King Charles, stating, "He's a great gentleman." Interestingly, he suggested that the UK Parliament should not be recalled for him to address them during his visit, preferring that MPs enjoy their time away. On the topic of Canada, Trump dismissed concerns regarding King Charles's speech emphasizing Canadian sovereignty, which followed Trump's controversial suggestion of US annexation. He remarked, "They're wrapped up with Canada, so what's he gonna do?" adding that he thought Charles was respectful in his remarks. As for his presidential legacy, Trump declared, "Saving America would be his defining achievement," asserting that the nation is now thriving compared to what he described as a dead country just a year prior. In summary, Trump's recent comments reflect a complex and evolving relationship with Putin and a redefined stance on NATO. As the situation in Ukraine continues to develop, the world watches closely to see if Trump's disappointment with Putin will lead to any significant changes in US foreign policy. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.